Hi all, hope you're well on this Sunday afternoon. I'm here in my 1965 Triumph Herald 1250 Sports edition. It's not sporty. I just wanted to have a little chat or an update about the environment. Talking to my friend Kieran at Rockstars Cars uh, and a couple of journalist friends of mine. We were talking about pushback from environmentally concerned citizens and how the classic car world is being affected by this. Um, there was an incident with this particular car at Christmas. I was using it for it's used for film and TV all the time. I was filming a feature film and coming through the central London at Christmas time, in the middle of the environmental protests. In traffic, the car and I were kind of attacked. A protester threw an orange and shouted some abuse from a safe distance around Trafalgar Square. Police were quick to, sort the situation out. But today, my wife and I just took a little break, a little sort of, time to one side, and we actually completed a little. Just took the dog out today. My wife and I, and the dog, did a little trip. It was about 100 miles exactly in this 1.2 1200 Triumph with 50 horsepower there and thereabouts. And we, on the motorway, we never dropped below 55. Most was at 60 or above. It handles really well, so we didn't hold up anyone around the various country lanes around north of Essex, all in the countryside. We did 100 miles and we used exactly £12 worth of petrol. £12 at modern car speeds, or just under, courteous Sunday driving speeds. £12 of petrol for 101.5 miles on the dash and the speedo. To my mind, that doesn't sound like an environmentally unfriendly car. It's 60 years old in 5 years' time. People are still using these sorts of cars as part of the scrappage scheme, which I find quite sad. They've been picked up very cheaply on eBay for £500 and being immediately handed in for 2,000 or plus at dealers. But for those of you who think that classic cars are all very dirty and are all incredibly bad for the environment, just take a second to think about these are cars that have been on the road for 50, 60, 40 years plus. Most modern cars are recycled 3 to 5 years. It's a lot of energy used in building them. It's another load of energy used in scrapping them. This car's not been scrapped in 60 years and it's still turning around 100 miles for £12. Thanks everyone. Just my thoughts, my opinions. It will probably create some sort of a debate, and that's fine. But just so you know that not all classic cars are dirty. Most of them aren't, and considering they do most of them extremely limited mileage every year, it's a shame that we're seeing them scrapped as part of modern car scrappage schemes, because it's my belief, certainly to the degree with the amount of mileage they complete, they are A, not as dirty as people think, and B, definitely not as dirty as most modern car recycling schemes. Thanks very much for your time.